All right, team. Saturday morning, dark dawn. Uh, I'm tired. Let me get a sip of the Diga. All right, I got the ladder in here because I need to put a rope on it because last time I used it, it was really, really hard to shove it up without being able to pull it up on the rope. We did get that tree cut down. You should know that. The logs are gone. I don't know who picked them up. And this is all we have left. It's tree up into the grassy part there, and then there's just some miscellaneous on top. And we did have a second can, but it got dumped last week. After we did it all up, it got dumped. We should have to do all the lawns today. Well, that's not true. Well, it might be true. The one lawn, they got a violation letter, and they were supposed to have it done by Friday. So if they don't have it done, we'll be doing it today. If they did get it done, we won't be doing it. So we'll figure that one out, I guess, when we drive by and look. Because I did not. Usually after work to blow some time, I will drive by and do a preliminary inspection on what we got to do, but I chose not to do that today. So we'll just go over there and find out all the excitement. I think all we're doing is mowing. I can't remember now. I think it's just mowing though. I think we got all our bush trimming done. Oh, I guess I'm sure I'll figure it out when I get there. But I think we're caught up. I think we're to that wonderful part of the season where all we do is mow and run away. Oh. I guess we'll look out the back real quick. Boy, those weeds are getting tall. Oh, and the bunnies. There's the bunny blocks. But apparently they venture out and they fit through the chain link, so they'll crawl through the chain link and end up over here anyway. But I'm sure once they get a little bigger, that won't be a problem. I haven't seen them, but they, I guess, get in this yard. I'm sure right now they're hunkered down in their little burrow under there. There it comes. I don't think it's going to come quick enough. Anyway, plan is I will go take a fat break. I don't know where the rope is. I had some lengths of rope laying around, on the floor. Well, in a tote on the floor here somewhere, and I don't see them anymore. So I'm guessing I must have moved the tote or did something with it. Yeah, it's a fire hydrant. Ta-da. Yeah, that reminds me, I still got those other weed eaters to get rid of sometime, or string trimmers. Anyway, let's hit up the break, then we'll get our day started, I guess. All right, team, Saturday afternoon, back at the house. It's 97, and I'm outside like an idiot. I ended up doing weeding. We ended up with a flat tire on the mower, which, took a little while to fix. We just aired it up. I don't know why it lost air. We'll have to see if it holds air, I guess. Tree. So what we got left for a stump. That is actually really close to ground level. Oops. Got my mowing shoes on. We're going sockless. I'm not sure why. Anyway. So we cut the stump, got rid of the tree, 2 trash cans, and the logs that somebody picked up. We still don't know who picked them up. This could use a raking. Oh, it's a stump. I thought that was like a chunk of wood, but it's a stump. This could use a raking, but I figure maybe I'll get it in the fall when I do the leaves. Unless I'm just really, really bored. I guess let me head to the garage real quick. Alright, team. Hey, there's a view with no tree. Those are the bunny blocks. That was keeping the dogs from sticking their head under there to see if they could, you know, play with the bunnies. Woo! 97's warm. Alright, I was able to find the rope to do this project. I think these are like 30-foot shots of rope. I think. I mean, I think that one would do it. If not, I think those are longer. Because I think that's a 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's a 24-foot ladder. So I certainly don't need 30 feet of rope. Because obviously it's only like 12 foot on the ground. And I'll never be pulling it up past probably a 4 or 3 step overlap. Well, unless I, you know, don't like living, I guess. I can't remember. One time I think we did do something like that, but the ladder really flexes when it doesn't have the overhang or the overlap, I guess. Oh, what else? I don't know if I'll do that right now or not. It's pretty darn warm. Oh, 95-ish in the garage. And that's with the door shut. I just opened that 4th bay door. I gotta remember how to tie an anchor knot now, because that was my plan. I was just gonna tie it to one of these lower steps. Run it up through the pulley, because I didn't even think this had a pulley on it, but it does. I didn't think it had the pulley anymore because it's all slid over to the side. Oh, that's not too hard to fix. Let's get the rope. Ooh, like it was made to go in there. I think that'll work. We'll just use that one right there. If it's not long enough, we'll use one of these, because I know these are 30 foot. I know those are 30 foot. I don't know how long this oddball guy is. I think I might come out later and do that though, when it cools down. Anyway, let's do that. I'll pause you up and we'll get back with you later. All right, team. Saturday night, middle of the night. I forgot how to tie an anchor rope. But anyway, the plan is we're going to tie that around the bottom step on the slider. And then we can just pull it and... Because the other day when we topped that tree, I had to shove it up, which was kind of exciting because I shoved it up as far as I could, and then I had to get on it and actually shove it up more. because I couldn't reach it anymore. Anyway, I want it to be a secure knot, because if I get this up 5 or 6 steps and then the knot comes loose, it's going to come back down really fast, and I don't want to eat the ladder. I got some news. First off, I watched the video so far. I don't normally do that. When we got back, we did take like a 2-hour nap. We did eat. We did our normal thing. Since then, I've taken like a 10 or 20 minute nap, apparently. I don't remember. I know I fell asleep, and then I woke up. The lawn, they did get it mowed good enough that it's going to pass an inspection. Let me take a sip of the decaf. It's another thing we don't normally do on Saturday night, but it sounded good. They did a good enough job. It's going to pass an inspection or whatever. They had an inspection Friday. Apparently, they had a second chance inspection coming Monday. So I don't know if they passed the Friday inspection, but they'll definitely pass the Monday inspection. The other thing is, I put in my notice, we're not going to do landscaping. We're not going to do rental maintenance. We're not going to go fix toilets. We're not going to go whatever we've been doing. No more lawn mowing. We're not going to be doing that. We are finishing out our contract, so we will continue to the end of the mowing season. Oh, I don't know, maybe September. Usually there's a leaf cleanup at the end. I don't know if we're going to do that or not, but we are definitely going to finish the mowing season. Which means we're not going to have a lot of content for YouTube. So we're also going to stop doing YouTube. We're doing some changes in my personal life, and rental maintenance will no longer be part of that, and YouTube will also no longer be part of that. I don't know what the next chapter will be. If it's something I think is worth putting on YouTube, maybe I'll be back. I do appreciate all your guys' support and all my subscribers, all the people who commented, and the friends I got to meet online through my channel and watching their channels. And like I said, I don't know if I'll be back or not. I think that's all I got to say about that. Let me get another sip. So once again, I want to thank everybody for their support. I enjoyed doing it. I thought I'd only been doing it 5 years. Apparently I've been doing it 8 years, according to my videos. And there's a lot of reasons why I started a YouTube channel. And 8 years later, a lot of those reasons just aren't true for me anymore. So, and like I said, I'm kind of out of content. If we're not going to mow lawns, etc., that's pretty much all we talk about anymore. So maybe I'll throw up a short here and there. Maybe there'll be a video. But it won't be like a weekly thing like we've been doing. So, like I said, once again, thank you. And I think that's it. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. And I will see you sometime.